Hi, this is your host, William Jones, and my co-host,
Amber
or
Walker.
my happy other host.
I'm a bit silly tonight, I'm just warning everybody. So, we started this vlog because we have a son who is diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, and we felt the need to reach out to other parents who are experiencing or going through the assessment process with kids who have sensory needs, because our son has sensory needs. And so our goal for this vlog is to make things like toys, show you guys how to do some of that stuff, show you how to integrate them into the world if you're having trouble with that, and do art projects, because our son, we did not know, was so into art until recently. So we've really been doing a lot of art projects with him, and so we just want to reach out to other people because we know that this time in everyone's life when they're going through this with their kids, well, I'll just be blunt, it sucks. And it's not that it's a problem, like we don't feel like our son is the problem at all. It's just he learns so differently than what this, system has deemed normal, that it's really us rewiring our neurons to fit with his neurons so that we know how he operates. So we just want to say that right now. We don't like labels, and the only reason we did get him assessed was because we needed to know how to move forward as his educators. And that was a big part of us trying to really figure out who he is and how we can help him. So this vlog is going to show you guys stuff like, we have a sensory bin that, we're going to show you guys, sorry. I told you, I might be silly some days. And we also have a sensory bottle for on the road for kids who have visual sensory needs, for kids who are understimulated movement-wise, who are overstimulated movement-wise. We're taking any suggestions, anything you find on Pinterest, anything. We will also take requests on things to make too, if you guys need help with that. I guess that we should introduce ourselves a little bit more. I'm Amber Walker, I'm a professional artist, and well, I'm just going to be cautious and say we're in Canada, okay? And I'm originally from the United States, but, well, my husband was born and raised here, and so we figured we'll just try the North. So here we are. And I've been a professional artist for the last 7 years. And I have a whole host of other things that I'm into that I cannot even begin. You guys will find out along the way because I just can't list them all right now, or else this video would be way longer than it should be. And this is the other host.
I'm an artist as well. And, well, I do a multitude of things, really. I go into the schools and I teach stuff like capoeira, traditional dance, and anything to do with art, and teaching curriculum through art, actually, and in different languages as well.
And you're an actor. You've done acting.
Okay. Yeah.
That's us, in a nutshell. And I'm sure there's more. We also have a daughter, but she's our typical child, as typical as they say. Which I'm sure she'll have a whole host of other things that are fun, because kids are just like that. You don't know them until you're dead, pretty much. Anyway. So, the first project we're going to show you guys is a sensory bin, and this was videotaped actually earlier in the day. It's me and my son, Keltanys, and we built it together. It's super easy to do. Don't be scared of it. It's really awesome and super simple. We'll also have more complicated things like weighted blankets or things like that. I will put a caution clause on this video. If you have kids that put anything in their mouth, probably not a good idea to get beads or anything like that. Or if you're gonna use something, make sure that they can't take it out of what they're playing with. Like, super glue the bottle shut when you're making like a sensory bottle for visual kids if they like to put things in their mouth. If you think that, the weighted blanket, I would not make a weighted blanket 20 pounds. That's just too heavy. I might do 5 because I know that my son could handle that. But if they need pressure, your best bet is to go and get one of those from a professional. Anyway, but that's just what we're saying. Like, if you have it, you know your kid the best. We know our son the best. And this is just a generalization for things that you can do. Like, if you need the professional, use the professionals as well. Our son sees a host of people, and they help him every day with language and whatnot. So, anything else you want to add? Lots of play-based.
Lots of play-based. Lots of physical contact.
Play-based
lots
learning.
of getting into their face and tickling them and, gentle roughhousing, basically.
But see, that's for the kids that don't, like, if you have a kid that doesn't want to be touched, my advice is just to get into their world as much as you possibly can.
Find out what interests them and get interested in what interests them and pull them out of their shell and introduce them to the world around them is essentially what you're trying to do.
And I would say, like, for the parents who have kids that are on the severe side of the spectrum, we only know from where we stand. Like, we are not super educated professionals on autism. We know our son. We've done a lot of research, but we know our son the best. So, if you find something doesn't work for you or you think your kid wouldn't do that, then
don't be afraid to do more research.
Yeah, always research, because you are the people who know your kids best. And if you feel like you don't know them, then just get into their world and see what makes them tick. I know for a long time, the only words our son knew was ta, and everything was ta, like ta ta ta, and he was like, what the hell does that mean? Like, we couldn't just go around handing him everything in the house thinking that, that's what he wanted. And even if we did, he'd get upset. So, it was just trial and error. Figuring it out. And then, eventually, he started hand flapping. And that's when we thought, oh, okay, well, something's happening. We don't know what's going on, but something's happening. And so, our goal was not to stop the repetitive behavior, because we thought that if we did that, he would regress even further into himself. So we just encouraged it. I'll be honest. A lot of professionals will tell you not to do that, but we're not really good with authoritative figures, so
Yes.
We're really not. We're being honest. Anyway.
We like to be informed about things that, people say is what's good for her and what's not good for her, really. And we actually, in fact, did a journey on changing his diet, and
immense
that
changes.
Helped a lot.
His vocabulary still isn't perfect, and we think that maybe he's even has a hearing problem, but we don't know yet. We're still checking that out. But that's our lives. Like, there's no one kid on the spectrum that's ever going to be the same as the next. They might say, oh, well, it's the repetitive behaviors and this and that and this and that. But we really don't know what's going on inside our kids unless they communicate. When they can't communicate, it makes it that much harder. So, no kid is the same. we don't, like, and they know so little on it, right? They don't know what causes it. They don't know what sends it spiraling. So it's really a mystery, all these kids that we're raising. And we have 2! Anyway.
Yep.
This has been fun.
I hope you enjoyed our introduction. We will be posting these videos
Probably every week we'll have a new project.
Yeah.
And
maybe even we'll add some recipes.
yeah, different recipes. We'll take you guys into the grocery aisle, and that's the hardest part, is figuring out what our kids react to and what they don't react to. Keltanys can't have milk or gluten. It sends him into crazy manic child who wants to destroy the house. But if he doesn't have that stuff, he's fine. So, I mean, his language is still a bit mumbled, but he can get the words out and he knows what he wants. So.
And we got plenty of eye contact. A lot more than we had originally had. So. Yeah. And a lot of it has to do with basically noticing signs about health and how each food affects your child.
When you're already a nurse when it comes to your kids, but all of a sudden then you become a scientist. Because you're like, okay, what food can I give this kid? What food can't my kid won't deal with? And then there's also the aspect of teacher, because then you have to learn how they learn, and then you have to teach how they would learn to do things. And it is, I know that when we first found out, I went through it'll be okay. It's fine. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. But then after we got the actual diagnosis, it was like, okay, well, I have no idea what I'm doing. And how are we going to figure this out? Because now they're saying, okay, well, because it's a professional coming at you from a different angle. Because when you're saying it, it's okay. But when someone else says it, it's unreal.
And I came at it from the point of, for the first month, I was in denial. And then after that, I thought to myself, well, what can I do? What can I do to help my child so that he becomes self-sufficient? So I did lots of research and found some tools and got some skills basically and worked with it from there.
It's been hard. But then he surprises us. Like, he'll take 20 footsteps forward and like maybe 5, 10 backwards, and then he'll just keep on going. And it's not his problem. We're the ones with the problem. Because we're trying to figure him out. To him, it's not a big deal, because he's like, oh, well, whatever. They know what I'm trying to say. And we do now, but before it was, okay, well, he's having a great time, and we have no idea what's going on. Why is he doing the hand clapping? Why is he repetitively, running through the house like crazy, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth for hours at a time? But anyway, we are going to show you how to make a sensory bin. And Keltanys will be my extremely awesome helper. So we'll see you afterwards. Enjoy! Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make the sensory bin, and I've got my handy dandy helper Keltanys. Say hello!
Hello!
And we're going to put the bin together for you, okay? So here we go. So here's the bin we're going to use.
Yep.
It is a Sterilite bin, and it's see-through. And later on we're going to put holes in the top here and here, and that'll help with keeping the mess to a minimum. I have a baby girl who is 6 months, so we don't want any of these little things getting out. And these are the things we're going to use. Beads. And my son has a thing for letters, so letters. And what else is this? What's that, Keltanys? Is that jingle bells?
Yeah, that's jingle bells.
Okay, jingle bells. And then soft pom-poms to do more sensory, like, you know, hit all those sensories.
Yeah, it's okay, isn't it?
And buttons. Says beads. Look like buttons to me. Anyway, so we'll start. Keltanys, put it in here. Put it in the plastic bucket. Dump it in. So these help with the hearing, and if your kid loves noise. My kid loves making noise, as you can see. So
Yep.
yeah. Oh, we missed a bell. Alright, now we're going to put the letters in. Go ahead and put the letters in. Can you help me put the letters in? There you go.
Oh no, Lily.
Very good.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, very, very good, eh?
That's a good
Yeah, that's alright. Alright, now we're going to do another one.
one.
Now you ready for these?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put those. Woohoo! Look at all the colors.
Yeah.
They're pretty, eh?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Okay, so hold on for a sec. So we just added the buttons, and now what I'm going to do is mix it up. That way it looks mixed, and that's one of the sensory preferences that he has too, is that it can look mixed and many different multiple things that he sees, and that just fills his need for that sense. So here we go. So now we're just going to add the pom-poms. Here, I'll help you. Oh, you got to kind of pull them out. Or squeeze them. There you go. And if you find that you have like too many items, like this is getting kind of full, so we'll probably only do a couple of the pom-poms, some small ones and some big ones. But if you find that it's getting too full, hold on for a sec. Just have an extra bucket that's smaller that you can maybe take on the road with you. Because my kid loves to do this anywhere, so yeah. And we'll just add some more pom-poms. Yeah, pom-poms. It's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
I think that's good. That's good. Oh, we dropped some. Let's put those in. And now we'll mix it again. Oh, did we lose some? Let's take some of these bigger ones out, actually. So you don't need the real big ones. You just need the smaller ones. Yeah, you can put the small ones in, though. Here. There you go.
Oh wow, that's a big. Ah, box. Read.
Pretty cool, eh?
It's cool, eh? As in the boys. You wanna just. What is the ball? Is the ball?
So whenever you need some sensory stuff, you just come here, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. See you.
I love you.
Bye you.
Thank you for helping me.
Did you have?
Ow! Oops. So that was me and Keltanys making the sensory bin. How much did that thing cost?
It costs like $20 or $30.
$20 or $30 to make. Walmart stuff. We don't prefer that store all the time for stuff, just because, you know, I like using the art store personally, any local art shop, but they have some pretty cool stuff there, so to put in your sensory bin.
hope you enjoyed the little clip.
Yep.
And the introduction. We hope you get lots out of these videos.
If you have any questions, let us know.
Yes. So,
Put it in the comment section located below this.
enjoy any other videos, any other future videos.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you later.